Good evening. I want to take a few minutes. Some people are not understanding how to make the most effective use of the online education platform that we've set up here at CVC. And the present way that it's accessed is going to be as follows. You have access, or you purchase an access or whatever, but you're going to have a link to get to the class. So what you're looking at right now, this is the index of classes that we publish, and many of you have. And if you'll notice right here, this is the link. So in order to get to the class, what you're going to do is take your cursor and you're going to copy this link like I'm doing right here. Once you do that, right click and you're going to save, copy the link, okay? Once you do that, go to your browser, any browser, and just plug the link in, paste it there, and then you're going to go to, and as you notice, there is your class. Now, this is the start of the class, and what you can see, this particular course that I pulled up is a sales class called Anticipation, a Gold Nugget for Sales. And the instructors of this class are myself and my friend Ken Warren, who's been a salesperson for many years. Many of you have met him. He's part of our team here, and he's also a Ziegler certified trainer. So I've had Ken do a couple sales classes with me, and we've done these jointly. But this is one of them, and I want to pull it up for an example. Now, so when you get the course up, what you want to do then is watch the class. Now, there's actually some secrets, I think, to online training and how you're going to most effectively use the training. And to do that, you really don't want to just say, hey, pull this class up and watch it. The way to make online training the most effective is for you to facilitate this. And what I mean by facilitate is set up a training class. Now, this particular course here is it lasts 1 hour and 7 minutes. But what you want to do is play the course, and you go through YouTube by clicking this right here. And so you'll know it's hard for a video to stream when I'm doing a GoToMeeting. So I'm going to play it for just a second, but it may not come across real good. If you're watching this on your computer, you will see that it'll go through really good. So you click right there. So you want to bring your people together. The program will be approximately an hour presentation. Your presenters are going to be myself and Ken Warren. And what today's subject matter is one to help you in the area of sales. And it's called Anticipation. And this is a CVC sales course, and it's going to be presented by myself and Ken Warren. So what you're also getting is in this, you're getting the benefit of my training and certification as a Maxwell certified trainer and also a Gittler sales training advisor. So I'm going to stop here. So when you first start a class, you're going to see you're going to have a couple things. We're going to explain about what the class is. We're going to talk about how to file for your CEUs, because even watching these in the recorded mode for everyone that watches, and the CEUs are basically divided. You get 1 CEU for each hour of instruction. And we've got classes in this course that run from 1 hour to we have 2 different 16-hour classes. Those are more certification oriented, to train for certification. So what you would do to file for your CEUs, you're going to need to write down on a piece of paper, write the name of the class, what the course number is, and then the file for the CEUs. You're going to send that to us after you've done the class for each of your individuals. We need their name, their company name, their certification number, the name of the course number, and then you're seeing code words. So I'm going to advance this forward to the first code word, which is around 11.5 minutes. You'll find a code word buried 4 per hour in the class. That is what NFI and CSI required us to do. So I'm going to glance this forward, and if you look right there, you can see the code word. The first code word in this class is the word pond. So you're going to write down pond. And in a 1 hour course, it means there's 4 code words that are buried within this class. And what you do when you get done finish the class, the next thing that you do is go and send us the code words and what we requested back at the first. You'll see back here, remember what we asked you to send us was the file name. We wanted this information. You'll send us this information along, and we need a separate listing for each of the attendees. That's what NFI and CSI require us to collect. Once you get that and you send it to us, we're then going to send you a certificate for completion. And I'm going to go to a certificate. So what you'll get is you will get a certificate of completion. And this is a template we make them from right here. So what you'll get is you'll get a certificate of completion that will look like this. It'll have the employees or your name, whoever's attended this, their class name, the class name, misspelled class right there, the class name, the number class, and the date that you took it. And once you get these back, you will email those to NFI or CSI, whichever one you're certified by, and then at that point, your certification numbers are up. Keep it in mind, we have over 60 hours of education already loaded, and we're going to do a whole lot more. And we've just moved up to another level because we're engaging a platform. So you're going to enter this in the next couple of weeks in a completely different manner as we move over to the new software that we've added in for doing this. Now, in order to do this complete, what you want to do is you want, whoops, wrong one. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, so as you run the class, this is your command right here. And when you do this, you can put it on full screen, just like you're seeing there. And that's how you want to watch it in a full screen mode. It gives you all the benefits of it going together. Okay, that's how you're going to watch it as far as that's concerned. It's going to come through. So what you want to do is watch the course with your people in a group. Now, the next thing is, as you go through, and I'm going to advance this down to about, 10 minutes in. Let's see here. There's my counter right there. Let's go further. So we will say that you're watching the course and we're talking. So what we've talked about in this class at this point, let me back up to a slide, back up just a little bit. Whoops, let's go back a little more. And this is what it does when you're on there. You see it's kind of streaming there. So you back up and you come up, and we talked about winners anticipating. Once we started talking and the class, and we're going through this with the class.
He said about the medicine. He says you reacted to it. We had a reaction. So that reaction, that losers react, is very true. A reaction is not a good response. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for you responded to it. And the response comes, you go down, and every time I go in a convenience store today here in North Carolina, it's like, man, So you can see here, we're talking, again, this class is about anticipation. And what the whole theme is here, it is being able to anticipate what your customer objections or what your customer questions are and how you anticipate these and use these in the sales presentation. Okay, so when you do this, these are different types of anticipation, and what you're looking at, we're going through hopeful anticipation, predictable anticipation, engineered anticipation, and negative anticipation. What is negative? It's when you're already anticipating they're not going to buy it. So if we have negative anticipation, and this is what we try to go through in our classes, it's just like being there. But what you want to do at this point is stop the video. Stop it. And what you want to do now is get an interaction going with your people. Get an interaction going. Ask them. And I'll give you an example. Well, John, how do you think you can use these 3 forms of anticipation, or 4 forms? How do you use this in our business here? And that's what you want to do as you go through this. Now, part of this is you probably don't have the time to run 1-hour classes solid. You may take a 1-hour class and break it up into 3 to 4 days of 20, 15-minute presentations. This was what we had in mind because, in my opinion, your best small pointed presentations dealing with specific items within the presentation are going to be your most effective way of getting the information across. Okay, so it's how you go through this whole thing. I'll give you another example here. Let me exit out of this,
And my screen's going to look different from yours because I am an administrator of this, so I can see things in this that you won't be able to see. But we will say right here that your guys are wanting to go through, and it's time for them to get recertified with their chimney sweep or their gas. Well, if you look right here, we have day 1 and day 2 of a 2-day presentation that was done live and online in a live stream, and we record it. You see, it's like 7 hours, 57 minutes there, 7 hours and 45 minutes there. So these are going to be things that you can use to pre-study. Here's your gas certification review class. Qualifying the customer, that's one that Ken did with me right there. Why do we line chimneys? How does your training program stack up? How to eliminate workplace fumble. Here's one on house pressure analysis and resolutions, 2.5 hours. Proper photos, 2.5 hours. Choosing the right words to make the big sale, that's an hour and a half. Chimneys 101, Introduction to the World of Chimneys. What this is for would be for a new hire when you bring them in. This is a 5-hour training that takes them through. And part of the process that I'm pushing this year is how do we onboard and do initial training. Next class below that, you can see this is Gas Log Basics. It's a 4-hour training class. Here, and you'll see I've got other webinars scheduled through here that how to build standard operating system, how to do effective training, problem solving tactics and strategy, history of the factory built fireplace. This is a 3.5-hour course that takes you through the factory built fireplace. Strategic planning using the SWOT process, anticipation, all kinds of different things. Like I said, your menu is going to look different because I'm an administrator of this channel. So that's how you use our training system. It can do phenomenal things. You can use it as the initial rollout training for your people, and you can use it as ongoing training. You can use it through the season. What's your problems? If you tell me where you're needing to concentrate your training, I can put you right into the right class. So we're into the 1st of February right now. It's time to get serious in 2018 about your training, both your new hires and also for your continuing training for your people. I think we've given you a marvelous tool here. So the question is, how do we make it better? To go a little further, like I said, we have just invested in new software that's a pretty hefty investment for us in order to allow you even better access and the things we're going to put on this. So we're going right through our onboarding now. So we're going to be moving over the next couple weeks. We're going to be moving all of our training into the new platform. And if you're a client, you're going to have a password connection to come into this, and other people can buy one class or whatever you want to. So again, this is our training program here at CVC Coaching, and some people are starting to use this. I think it's going to be a phenomenal tool for you to do your training. And why is that? Because what we've done is build the content, but what you've got to do is you've got to facilitate that. Okay, so let me know what questions they are, and hey, put this system to work. See how you can make it work for you. And I know a lot of people have not really looked at this yet, but I think it's a tool that we have been building. We started building this last August, and we're going to continue to build the courses. Like I said, I've loaded over 60 hours in here now. I'm going to do my diagnosis classes. I'm going to keep building into this. We got classes coming on safety, other things. I'm intending this to be a very phenomenal system that is going to be, I think, it's going to be the best in the business. Okay, so that's where we're going. Let me know what questions you got. Hey, thanks for watching at this point. This is Jerry. Talk to you later.